Good morning, international students and expatriates. Welcome to my channel, Good Morning Expat. If you're new here, I welcome you all and encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, then I would like to thank you for your continued support. Today's video is about moving around in Milan, and after the COVID-19 crisis situation, the way people move around in the city has definitely changed. And the government and of course big companies in Milan are promoting and accelerating this new trend, which is moving towards more eco-friendly vehicles and a more environmental friendly way of moving around in the city.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free.
So in today's video, we are going to talk about electric bikes or e-bikes, which are becoming very popular in Milan. And we are also going to check out the experience of one of my expatriate friends who has recently purchased this bike with the support of his company, and understand what his experience has been like, how much did the bike cost. And we are also going to check out the different facilities that the public transport company of Milan, ATM, is now providing to promote and accelerate this trend of using bikes to move around in Milan.
So this is my bike, which is Italwin Flipper 3. It's a completely foldable bike which can go up to 25 kilometer per hour, and it's of course an electric bike, so it offers full pedal assistance, and there are basically 5 different levels of configurations that you can assist with this simple keypad that you have over here. And this bike also has 7 gears, so in addition to the normal pedal assistance, you can configure it in 7 different gear configurations as well. So coming to the battery of this one, it comes in 2 different configurations. Mine is the medium level one, which offers up to 50 hours. So once it's fully charged, you can use it for 50 hours in one go. How I got this bike. So basically in Italy, or in Milan especially, the public transport system is so good that you don't really need a bike if you have to, at least for daily commutes from home to office, as long as you're commuting within Milan. But of course, due to the COVID crisis, it was, let's say, being more encouraged to use economical modes of transport, and this was an initiative which my company Prysmian came up with, which decided to, let's say, sponsor e-bikes for its employees. So the price of this bike in the company catalog is 1,100 euros. So it's being an electric bike, it's not a very cheap one. But basically, because of this collaboration that my company had, they were able to purchase this bike for me from the vendor for 700 euros only. And in fact, they paid majority of that part, so I had to pay only 100 euros. So I got this bike in the end only for 100 euros. And in case your company is not taking such an initiative, you can always take advantage of the initiative by the Italian government, which is called the Mobilità Bonus, which offers up to 60% in cashback for amounts up to 500 euros to all the registered residents of the community.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out.
So when it comes to bike accessories, one of the first things, or one of the first and basic things that you have to buy is an air pump like this one, which I bought from Amazon for around 15 euros. Well, it's a pretty uncommon thing for me to buy as an Indian, because in India usually we have these kind of services in every nook and corner of the streets. And this can actually generate a pressure of around 300 psi, so it doesn't take a lot of effort. You don't have to sit for several minutes to pump the bike. So it's a quite straightforward process. You just need to connect this valve to the wheel of the bike, and in less than 5 minutes it's done. So it's a pretty easy process. Another must-have accessory for your bike is a lock, preferably a U-lock like this one, especially if you plan to take the bike out in the center in crowded places and just want to lock it with a pole or something like that. So there are different ranges in which these come as well. This is a mid-range one because I usually don't take it out much in the center or in crowded places. But even this one is the Crypto lock from Kryptonite, which costs 60 euros, and a very good one can even go up to 100 euros for that matter, which offers like 100% security. Another good thing which comes with this lock is like an insurance. So if you pay another extra 20 euros or something, you get also, in addition to the lock, you get an insurance. So if there is a stealing of the bike and it's proven that it was by breaking this lock, you can get back the price of what you paid for the bike from the company.
And locking the bike carefully is really important, because Milan is quite infamous for this. So actually, if you don't lock your bike correctly, it can get stolen very easily. So you have to always be careful and be aware of a lot of burglars and robbers around. So you have to be careful about your bags, personal accessories, and especially the bikes, which can get stolen really frequently. So the lock is something that you have to additionally invest on, in addition to the amount spent on the bike. But it is for your security, so it's something quite important.
Another must-have is a bike helmet like this one that I bought from Marvin for 30 euros, and here again the range can go up to 200 euros depending on the type of helmet that it actually is. And yeah, I mean, even though in Milan you will see around 50% of the people using it, it's highly recommended to have this one, especially with an e-bike, because it can go up to 25 kilometers per hour. So it's highly recommended that you get one of these for you. And of course, to avoid going to the bike repair service for every small issue now and then, it always comes in handy to have some basic tools like a screwdriver or a pipe wrench, which you can use to fix some normal issues that will come every now and then with your bike.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway.
Another good to have is a mobile phone holder to enable you to easily navigate around the city, and that would basically mean 12 euros less in your bank account.
So as we saw, there are several additional costs associated with the maintenance of the bike. But if you look at it from the long-term point of view, if you have your bike, you're actually saving on the money that you pay for having a monthly transport card, which is usually 39 euros per month. So it definitely costs you something over the year. And if you buy these accessories for yourself, they're more like a one-time investment, but then you will reap their benefits in the long term. So it's a trade-off that we have to look at between having a transport card to use a shared bike or public transport services versus having your own bike and reaping its benefits in the long run. So the urban area of Milan is quite a small one, and therefore you can pretty much cycle from one end to the other in about an hour, for example. So it's quite a friendly city when it comes to bike or e-bike use. The only downside being that when the weather is really harsh, so if it's raining heavily or it's snowing or it's really cold outside, then the bike use can become a little bit inconvenient. But for a good part of the year, the weather in Milan is quite mild and also sunny, which makes it quite a bike friendly city per se. So the public transport company or agency in Milan is called ATM, and even before the COVID-19 situation, it always promoted the use of bikes. And you can find a bike stand or a station similar to this one that you can see around me in every nook and corner of the city. And like you purchase a public transport card on a monthly basis to use in buses, trams and other means of public transport, you can actually have a card to use these bikes. Basically, you have to pick it up from this designated stand and also leave it back or park it back at a designated stand like this. But definitely it is a trend that is accelerating even more after the COVID-19 situation, and you can find more and more people, especially students and expatriates, making use of this facility to use this shared bike provided by ATM. But in addition to ATM, a lot of other private companies and agencies have also come up with a similar offer where they are providing bikes on a shared basis, and in those cases, in case of private agencies, you can actually leave the bike anywhere in Milan, not at a designated station as well, and it's connected through GPS, so the company can always track and find it and take it back to their premises. And to promote this trend even further, the Milan government has actually built a lot of cycling tracks, and they have built like miles and miles of tracks in Milan next to the regular roads, even overnight after the COVID-19 situation. So it is becoming even more easy for people who go to their offices, to work or to their schools, to ride their bikes in a safe and friendly way next to regular roads. So thank you so much, Sumant, for sharing your experience of how you purchased an e-bike over here in Milan as an expatriate and how your company supported with it, and also the details about the special scheme offered by the Italian government. So if you liked watching this video, guys, do hit the like button, don't forget to hit the bell icon, and please do subscribe to my channel.